How do you feel, huh? Happy Thanksgiving. It's great. Tomorrow, I'm thankful that I don't have to travel anywhere. I'm already home about a mile that way, and I'm good to go with the food and everything like that. I'm very thankful to Newsmax. Newsmax is a great company. We're doing some amazing things here. And if you're watching this show, you know what I'm talking about. And I am so grateful to you for tuning in. Wherever you are, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very proud of this show. Look, I'm going to go through some of the things I am thankful for, in addition to where I work, my family, my amazing family, my wife Judith, our daughters, 3-year-old Annalise, 1-year-old Madeline. Can you believe it? I got to show you Madeline. This is what happens to me, folks, when it's time to go to work.
The door for me? Would you get the door? Let's go. You get the door? Thank you. Ready to go? All right, bye, baby.
Bye, baby.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Is that amazing or what? She's 1. Anyway, I'm very, very blessed. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. I had great parents, right, who were there for me. There we are back when my brother Jimmy was graduating college. I'm on the left, my mom and dad over there on the right. I'm grateful to America. I joined the Marine Corps, had an amazing experience, met guys from all over the world, and went all over the world, all over the country. I'm on the far right in my uniform. Some great guys in there who I'm still in touch with. A.J. Haino, Jim Clay from time to time, good guys. And I'm just so thankful to the United States of America. So what are you thankful for? You know, I'm also thankful for, I'm not dwelling on this right now, but all the negative things that have happened to me, actually, yes, because when something negative happened, something generally positive came as a result. You know, I never put it all together until I started reading the Bible. Now, I'm not pushing this on anybody. I got to be clear about that. I'm sharing with you what it did for me. The Bible itself was a mysterious book, very mysterious and intimidating. And I finally got the right Bible. Someone gave me the Life Principles Bible from Charles Stanley, and it had little footnotes that I needed at the time and little essays. And my goodness gracious, miracles started happening, folks. And after I put it away, I never put it away. It's always there for me. Everything started to make sense. And this year, actually it was about a little over a year ago, I got to meet Dr. Stanley in Atlanta. He passed away this year. I believe he was 89. Just a great guy and such an honor to meet him. So, yeah, what am I talking about? The tough times. We all go through them, right? I'm going to tell you about one specific one. It was in high school. And when I was a junior in high school, I didn't know where to sit in the cafeteria. It was a lonely time. I'm not going to get into all the details. Everybody had a rough time at some point in high school, right? Well, I really had nowhere to sit. So instead, I went to the library and I read the newspaper. And I got really into current events. And I got really excited about journalism, actually, and traveling the world and what that might mean. And it took me on a pretty big adventure. So not getting a table in the cafeteria actually led to something pretty cool. And I think that's what God had in mind for me. He wants to get close to all of us. He also wants us to obey certain rules. And that's part of the deal. Anyway, I'm grateful to him. And I'm grateful, quite frankly, to Donald Trump. I think we all should be grateful. If you're MAGA, I consider myself MAGA. This picture, June 16th of 2015. Ring a bell? That's the day he actually declared for the presidency, and I was in the room. You remember this moment?
Our country is in serious trouble. We don't have victories anymore. We used to have victories, but we don't have them.
Yeah, that really hit me right here. And I thought immediately, you know what? We haven't been to the moon since 1972. And I thought about Iraq. And I thought about Afghanistan, which was going nowhere. And I thought, he's got a real chance. I just knew it. I was standing about 6 rows back. This is, you'll recognize my head, hopefully, right? No political reporters were there. It was basically entertainment reporters. Access Hollywood was there. And they asked me what I thought. And I was mocked and laughed at for this answer.
I think he might be a game changer in this race. Listen to that speech. It's going to go over well in certain precincts in Iowa, New Hampshire. This is a big deal. This is not a joke.
All right. Not that I'm a political genius or anything, but because, I don't know, I wasn't with the cool kids in high school. I'm not with the cool kids in media. I can look at things on my own and sense them, and I'm very grateful for that. Things that seem to be a disadvantage or a setback can actually be a setup for something totally amazing. And it has been amazing watching Donald Trump, hasn't it? And what did he do? He had some ideas and he went out and he told the people about them. And it worked, and it worked. He gets to Washington, D.C., though, and, well, they couldn't handle this. They had a lot to protect.
For too long, a small group in our nation's capital has reaped the rewards of government while the people have borne the cost. Washington flourished, but the people did not share in its wealth. Politicians prospered, but the jobs left and the factories closed. The establishment protected itself, but not the citizens of our country. Their victories have not been your victories. Their triumphs have not been your triumphs. And while they celebrated in our nation's capital, there was little to celebrate for struggling families all across our land. That all changes starting right here and right now.
You know how dangerous, how threatening this was to the swamp? A message like that? You know, you can go to Washington, D.C., join a congressional staff or something like that, and if you stay with it long enough, you're going to become a multi-millionaire. And he was about to blow that all up. So they had to do everything they could to sabotage his administration. And you can see signs of it right there in that speech. What's up with the troops just walking away in the middle of that speech? I've never seen anything like that. That was bizarre. That was sinister. I got a bad feeling about that, right? Something very strange happened there and continues to happen, but I think we're going to win. And, you know, as they tried to stop him, they've actually just prolonged the Trump era. Think about it. 2015 to 2029, if President Trump is elected in 2024, his presidency will go all the way to 2025. That would mean 14 years of the Trump era, right? From when he came down the escalator. You know, if they had just not tried to impeach him, if they had just let the laptop come out, I don't know, he'd be a lame duck by now. He's surging. He's surging, and he's stronger than ever before. I'm grateful for a few more things. We're getting the truth about January 6th, and more people are not afraid to ask questions about what the hell happened that day, right? We are going to find out about Ashley Babbitt, and hopefully her family will have a measure of justice. You know, an unarmed woman was shot by police, and we saw it on television, and for a long time, nobody cared. That's changing, and that's exciting, and I'm grateful. George Floyd. So many lies were told about that case. Have you heard about the new movie? It's called The Fall of Minneapolis. The Fall of Minneapolis. I had the filmmaker on last night. You can go to thefallofminneapolis.com. So many lies were told about what happened to him, about him. You have to watch this movie. It's incredibly important. So much of what's going on right now in America is based on lies. Lies about Trump, lies about George Floyd, lies about Biden covering up for him, and lies about people who dare believe in God and who dare reject the LGBTQ plus agenda. Mike Johnson, the brand new speaker, oh boy, they are so suspicious of him. Why? Because he believes in God and he recommends the Bible. They are That's a radical statement these days. CNN's trying to get to the bottom of it.
CNN K-File review of more than 100 of the new speaker's interviews and speeches is giving us a clear and a stark look at his views on crucial things like gay rights and abortion. including this, which likens abortion to the Holocaust.
It is truly an American Holocaust. I mean, the reality is that Planned Parenthood and all these big abortion, they set up their clinics in inner cities. They are, they regard these people as easy prey. I mean, it's true. This is what's happening across the country now.
One of the primary purposes of the law and civil government is to restrain evil. We have to acknowledge collectively that man is inherently evil and needs to be restrained. That's the problem with the radical left. They don't acknowledge a God.
So saying stuff like this is deemed as a threat. Yet somehow drag queens showing up in school, hanging around with children, this is now considered righteous in America. The fall of America is in full swing, but I'm seeing signs of recovery, not just through Trump and a lot of other ways. One more thing about the fall. Take a look at this. Super Bowl halftime show, 1990. You know what it was? It was all about Snoopy and Charlie Brown. It was a big celebration of all things Snoopy. There he is. There's Charlie and the Linus and the rest, right? Beautiful. Fast forward to 2021. Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre talking about shooting up each other or whatever the hell they do in Compton. So you see, right? It's a bad situation. However, there is hope. And that man on the right represents it, actually. Snoop Dogg, who's been one of the biggest proponents of marijuana in the world. Did you see what he did the other day? He came out and said, I'm giving up smoke. I'm not doing it anymore. Didn't give too many details, but I just think that's amazing. God can do great things through anybody, right? What does it mean? Well, I do think, and a lot of you disagree with me on this, but that too many people are smoking weed who don't consider the consequences, the full consequences. So, all right, a lot of interesting things going on. What are you going to do about it? What are we going to do about it? Tomorrow, we're going to celebrate. We're going to be thankful. And we're going to rest because we got to get to work. There's so much to do if we want to see this country change. I'm not going to sit around and watch football anymore. Are you? What a waste of time. What could we do instead? You want to watch woke football? I don't want to watch woke football anymore. I don't want to waste my time. Maybe I can give money. Maybe I can raise money. Maybe I can write my congressman. Maybe I can, I don't know, be bolder on social media. Speak the truth. These are some basic things I point out from time to time. Yeah, write letters to your congressman. I hope this doesn't come off as lectury, but each of us has to do something, no matter how small. If we all did something, and if you can do a lot, go for it, please. Because if we lose, we all lose, possibly forever. Happy Thanksgiving. I'll be right back.